Hello and welcome to the channel. We'll be opening some Magic 2020 today. Newest core set out. I purchased this as a pre-release. I had went to a sealed tournament for the pre-release. These are some of the cards I pulled for that. Just let you know some of the stuff that could be in the set, in the box itself. Main hits I got out of the cards were, this right here is my stamped one, which is a foil Lotus Field. And I also pulled an additional foil Lotus Field out of one of the packs. And really that's the two biggest hits I got out of the whole thing. So let's jump into it and see what we got going on. What I'll be doing for this is I'll be splitting the video into 3 different videos, where there's 36 packs. I'll do it a third at a time on it. So I'll get one a third out and we'll get started. Alright, first pack. Now for the cards, of course the main ones you want to hit the box art, Cassandra and stuff like that. One of the guys in the sealed draft pulled one and basically just wrecked the tournament afterwards. Such a great card. Hopefully we pull at least one in this box here. If we do that, then that's a win to me. Because right now the boxes aren't going for too expensive where they've just released. So I got this one on sale actually, so that was very nice. One thing I do enjoy about this set, I enjoy the elementals. It's been a while since we've had some pretty good elementals that's come out. So I've enjoyed those. Some pretty good things. Oh yeah, and I enjoy some of the dinosaurs that's come out too. That's pretty good. Protection from Blue. And there's a first big hit right there, Field of the Dead. A foil, Field of the Dead. It's nice. We also pulled this dinosaur here. Did you guys get a better look at that? It's 5/4, 4. Protection from Blue. Very nice. We're in Evolving Winds. Yeah, I'm been playing for a while. Just recently got back into it with War of the Spark. Really enjoyed the set. Got back into it. Some of the guys at work played, bought me a draft, and from there on it took off. So I've just started back. More of a collector than I am a player. I enjoy collecting, so I'll probably buy a box for each set that comes out, and put it on the channel. If I buy any packs in between or something I find interesting to talk about, I might hop on. But for the most part, my daughter does most of the channel stuff. She really enjoys Pokemon and enjoys the cards. She's like me. She loves to collect stuff, so I enjoy letting her have her fun. I think it's a good hobby for her. It's something I did when I was younger. Shock, that's a nice one to come back. That's actually a pretty good card. I've heard a lot of people talking about that. It's a good card to pull it right there. Jumbo Hollow. You know, this set seems like most of your big hits are going to be red, with the Cassandras, of course. I've always been more partial to blue. I've always loved playing blue. I think the last time I actually played competitively with standard decks or anything like that was back in when Time Spiral first came. Well, the Time Spiral cards came out. So that's back when, you know, some of the older stuff was backing around. Yeah, but as I do drafts or anything like that, I'll probably come back and I'll let you guys know. I enjoy drafts more than I do sealed. Um, the issue I have with sealed is you get what you get. If you don't really pull anything that synergizes well with some of the rare cards you get, or you pull some very nice cards and then the rest of the stuff for support with it, you don't get any. You can't really pick around it and really improve your deck anyway to help you out quite a bit with it. That's why I enjoy draft so much. I think draft is just an amazing thing, you know, especially for someone like me who hadn't played in a while. It puts me on a kind of an even playing ground where we get to draw and we, you know, play what you pull, not play what you brought, because I don't have anything to compete with some of the stuff people have nowadays where I've been so out of the loop and I don't know the cards or any of the combos nowadays that people run. There's a dual land there. It's pretty nice hit. There's a foil. Yeah, I remember the first core set we actually bought a box of. You know, back in the day, I didn't really have kind of money to go out and buy one. Being a kid and all, you couldn't go out and just buy a whole box of cards. So you always, you know, bought you a pack here and there. And I remember going in with my cousin and buying a box of 8th edition at that time. I had been buying cards since probably Yours is Dynasty. Enjoyed it. But didn't really get very competitive with it, and actually started getting competitive until after probably 8th edition. That's when I really got competitive with it and actually got into building decks, comboing, play testing before we went to big tournaments and stuff like that. Now, will I ever get back into doing that? Probably not, just because I look at it as it's very time consuming back in those days. And, you know, I'm not saying I wouldn't, but for the most part, I don't think I would. One thing I always enjoyed about the older core sets was the white banners the old core sets used to have. I always thought those were pretty cool. I wish they'd go back to that white banner. I thought it was pretty unique. Pretty unique thing. So it's got a printing error there, doesn't it? Look at that. It's interesting. And there's one of the emblems for that Cassandra. That was one of the things that eats you up if you got it down early. Just ticks you away. Also a great ability for multiplayer duels if you're playing anything two-headed giant or anything like that. Worked out well for that. One card I would like to pull out of this, if I pull anything, would be the new Soren. I think that's a pretty cool card. I think it's a very cool card. Same with the Cassandra, of course. You'd want to pull the mythic one of her, of course. Like I was saying earlier, my buddy, he pulled one in that sealed tournament, and he just ran all over just about anybody he played against, just because if he got it out, it was kind of over. Pacifism there, I remember that back in the day. I had no Witch Doctor on it back when I played. It's one I pulled there. It's pretty good for some graveyard stuff. Seems like these right here, the dual lands, very plentiful. A whole lot of them. I do play a few other games besides this. I've always kind of been a collector of cards. Of course, Magic was really one of the big ones that I enjoyed a lot. But I played, well, I collected the old school Dragon Ball card game that come out back in the late 90s, early 2000s. I'm not entirely sure when. I just remember buying cards back in the 2000s when I was back in school, middle school and stuff like that. I still have some of them too. I actually have some in a notebook. I do enjoy the one of my buddies showed me the newest one that's come out, which I think is a very interesting game. I think it's interesting how they don't use lands or any kind of mana, but you use a card, you throw a card down and tap it, any card, into a energy kind of area, a drop area or something, whatever I'm not sure what they call it. I think it's an interesting way to keep yourself, from bricking a hand or something like that. It happens sometimes. But if you guys are seeing anything that's big hits, let me know. I just enjoy opening and having fun with it and collecting. Uh, and the core sets, I might not worry too much about collecting, you know, every one of them, but like War of the Spark, working on trying to get a complete set of that. This last pack here, hopefully pull something good, get a hit out of it. Maybe pull a mythic. There we go. There's another Lotus Field. It makes me 3. And there is that. That's just the foil, common, a land, another token. Alright. Thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a comment, subscribe. Make sure to check out some of my daughter's videos. She enjoys doing Pokemon. If you enjoy Pokemon, I'm sure anything she would just enjoy. Alright, thank you.